Hi everybody, it's Miss Marklowitz here, and I mostly work with 7th graders. So if I've never met you or taught you before, it's nice to meet you today and read a story for you. The book I'm going to read is called Firebird by Misty Copeland, and she is an actual ballerina. She lives in New York, and she's super famous, and one of the reasons she's an amazing dancer, but she's also only the second ever main soloist dancer for the American Ballet Theater that they've ever had who's African American. And she's the first one in a couple decades. So it was kind of a big deal when she was named like one of their big soloists. The illustrator, Christopher Myers, it says Caldecott honoree. So some of these awards none of these are Caldecotts. This is the Coretta Scott King Award, and this is the Ezra Jack Keats Award, but Christopher Myers has won awards for his illustration. You can kind of tell it's like a very colorful style, and you'll see when I read the book some of his really colorful and vibrant, and there's like a lot of motion in his illustrations. So this is called Firebird. Ballerina Misty Copeland shows a young girl how to dance like the Firebird. And also, because I am a big fan of ELA, this book has a lot of figurative language, a lot of similes and metaphors. So bonus if you can identify when there's similes and metaphors in the book. Here's the inside. So yeah, here's some examples of Christopher Myers, almost like collages, the way he illustrates. They're very unique. He has a very unique and kind of special style. All right, so in the beginning of this book, it's like she's talking to a young dancer. The space between you and me is longer than forever. You are the sky and clouds and air. Your feet are swift as sunlight, stretching across the skyline like the day-long sun over the horizon. So it seems like this young girl is watching Misty perform and dance and thinking like she might not ever be like her, like Misty. Me, I'm as gray as rain, heavy as nap time, low as a storm pressing on rooftops. I could never hope to leap the space between. Darling child, don't you know? You're just where I started. Let the sun shine on your face. Your beginning's just begun. So then that's Misty talking to the young girl. Before the curtain rises, before the spotlight falls, there's someone behind the curtain. Before the fireworks of costumes, before it all. There's kind of her Firebird costume, headdress. Before it all, I was a dancer just like you, a dreaming shooting star of a girl with work and worlds ahead. Look at that. There's kind of like a connection between the Firebird costume and then the colors in the sky right now. Kind of like that. There I am, sweating at the bar. I had 1,000 leaps and falls, switching worn-out slippers swift as applause. Even birds must learn to fly. Like me, you'll grow steady in grace, spread an arabesque of wings, and climb. That's dance class. Each position, 1 through 5, stair steps to the sky. That's right. If anyone's taken ballet, you might know what she's talking about, though, the different positions you have to stand in. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Different ways you hold your feet and your hands that you have to master before you can move on to the harder stuff. You will soar, become a swan, a beauty, a firebird for sure. Soon, with the same practice, you'll join me in this dancing dream. In a pas de deux, a music box for two, we'll wrap our hearts as careful as ribbons on point shoes. We'll make the night sky our starry curtain. We'll moon our silver spotlight as we spin across the planets, pirouetting tightly as the curls on our head. So I think there's Misty imagining the day she'll see another younger ballerina take the stage. Oh yeah, and check this out. Behind Misty's head, there's that, I think those are like real photographs or like cutouts from a magazine that show the starry sky. There's some great figurative language, some great illustrations. And there we go. There's Misty in her Firebird outfit, her costume, the role that made her famous. Spinning wishes for new little ones we can't yet imagine, when they will look to you in wonder, lighter than air and swift as sunlight, turning over the day and say, oh, what are the little kids gonna say when they see her finally on the stage? What are they gonna say? The space between you and me is longer than forever. And I will show them that forever is not so far away. Look at this. What do you think Christopher Myers is doing by showing all these other dancer figures in the background as only being like without colorful outfits or without skin tone on their faces? He's choosing a color, and I think he's choosing it on purpose. And then now Misty and this younger dancer are concluding that forever is not so far away. And here she is, Misty Copeland. And then she wrote a little letter. And that's a real picture of her from when she actually performed and danced. So she actually did have a costume like that with all the wild feathers on the top and all that makeup, so you could be seen from far away in the audience. So she says this. She says, "Dear reader, I was once a little girl searching for my voice. Quiet, scared, unique, yet alive and vibrant. I struggled, caught among 5 siblings, desperate to be noticed. I never felt that I fit in anywhere, not even at home surrounded by my family. My discovery of movement became my saving grace. When I was introduced to ballet, it was like finding the missing piece to my puzzle. I danced my worries and fears away. The beauty of dance is being a part of something that is all you from creation to performance. You hold the power of your instrument. That instrument comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. That instrument is your body, soul, and heart. That instrument is you and me." But when I opened up ballet books, I didn't see myself. I saw an image of what a ballerina should be, and she wasn't me, brown with tendrils sweeping her face. I needed to find me. This book is you and me. I want to expand the idea of beauty and art. Raven Wilkinson, African-American ballerina with the Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo, and other amazing women took my hand and led me. Now it's my turn to lead others. This book is bringing my existence and non-existence as a young girl to life, showing other girls and boys that they're not alone. They too can find their voice, their wings, their missing piece. My hopes are that people will feel empowered to be what they want to be, to feel that they have no limits, just endless dreams that are reachable. No matter what that dream is, you have the power to make it come true with hard work and dedication, despite what you look like or struggle with. I hope to have a more definitive path than the one that was there for me, but was just a little too hidden. I want to bring many with me to trace and create an even more vivid road to the acceptance of yourself and from others. Join me. Sincerely yours, Misty Copeland. So, yeah, that is Misty Copeland's story. And what's also cool about her, she was talking about finding her place in dance. Oh, great. My thing is frozen. This is so annoying. Anyway, what's cool about Misty is that, you know, she said when she found dance, it was like her missing puzzle piece. And reading her little author bio in the back, I learned that she didn't start dancing. She didn't start learning ballet and dancing until she was 13. So, you know, she didn't know from forever when she was little she wanted to be a ballerina, and she didn't start working at it when she was a baby. She learned it when she was like in middle school. So who knows what great things you guys will go on to do. And if you haven't found your passion yet, that's fine. You will find it. And you could be like Christopher, or you could be like Misty, or you could do your own thing. You can be you. Hope you enjoyed Misty Copeland, Firebird, and Christopher Myers illustrations.